Hey guys, welcome to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Friday morning, happy pretty much weekend. So I hope you all have a great day and weekend. Obviously Spurs play tomorrow against Bayern Munich. There is no watch along on the channel, so if you do want to have a go watch along, I'm sure there's another channel to do it. But yeah, enjoy the weekend regardless. I'm going to be enjoying a few too many drinks tomorrow and blowing off some steam. But in this video we are talking about really the quite breaking news surrounding Spurs' interest in Dominic Solanke. I want to have a bit of a moan about the situation. Not about Solanke, but about the situation. And we'll also be talking about Jamie Donley, interest from other clubs. A bit more of an update on that. So plenty to talk about, plenty to get into. Just want to say that if you're watching this and you're new, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. So let me start with Solanke news, because I think that's what you've probably joined the video for. So it came out, you know, I think quite randomly to us. I don't think anyone was really expecting it. Now, we have been linked with Dominic Solanke before, by the way. So backstory, we've been linked with Dominic Solanke before. This isn't brand new news, but it's just rehash news, but it's been something that we haven't expected for a while. Now, with Dominic Solanke, to give you an idea, he has a £65 million release clause only for top 6 clubs. Everyone else, there is no release clause, if I remember correctly. So it did come out that we were looking at Dominic Solanke, okay? So Romano saying that we are looking at Dominic Solanke. There is no bid, but we're just sounding out the process. We do have some more updates on this, though. So Alistair Gold put out something, which I'll talk about something in particular. But he said, as I've reported previously, Spurs have long liked Dominic Solanke. He's talked about it on his podcast quite frequently, about how he thinks he would suit Ange's system, you know, the finishing off the ball. But he is big money, obviously, but it's homegrown and it's not an easy deal to sort. Obviously, the £65 million, they're probably going to want that, all right? Which I don't blame them, by the way. I do not blame them. I saw this stat, which I will hopefully try and put it into the video if I basically remember to. Don't shoot me if I don't. But last season, obviously, Haaland was top goal scorer, Palmer was second, and Isaac was third. They all had between 27 and 21 goals, okay? Then there was 3 players joint for 19 goals last season. Ollie Watkins obviously had a really good season for Villa. Phil Foden, PFA Player of the Year, and 1 Dominic Solanke. He had more goals than Salah. He had more goals than Heung-Min Son, Saka, Bowen. You know, Saka, Bowen, England squad for the summer. You had Foden, Watkins, and Palmer all in the England squad for the summer. Solanke wasn't. Solanke scored 19 in 38, which is 1 every 2 games. Absolutely bang on 1 every 2. But he also did it for a side who were tipped to go down at the start of the season. And for the first sort of few months, their manager was really struggling and looked like he was going to be the first sacked manager of the season. They then turned it around. I think they finished 12th or 13th, one of the two. Don't quote me exactly on that. But that's, if you take it all into account, that's phenomenal. It is. 19 goals for a team in the bottom half of the Premier League, in the Premier League, no matter how many games played, is a sensational return. It is. And one thing I'd noticed is people going, nah, Gyökeres is better. Gyökeres is better. Okay, Gyökeres had a really good season. But he's had one really good season in a league that's not a top 5 league. But he had that really good season in the Championship, didn't he? Yeah, no, agreed. Solanke had a really good season in the Championship. Solanke's had a really good season in the Premier League, which is a top league in the world. Now, I'm not saying one's better than the other. I actually don't mind either. But I'm just saying, you know, if you're sitting there going, nah, he's rubbish, Gyökeres is miles better, actually, they have quite a lot of similarities, okay? But Alistair Gold sort of went on to sort of add saying that Spurs could offer potentially players in a part exchange for this deal. And I was thinking about who that could be. And you're thinking Oliver Skipp could be one. Supposedly Sergio Reguilón has been rejecting clubs because he wants a club in the European competition. God loves a trier. But it could be Sergio Reguilón. It could be Alejo Veliz on loan. I was trying to think of who else. Apparently Spurs are looking to offer new deals to Ben Davies and Heung-Min Son, as Ange was talking about himself. So it's not reported. Ange has own mouth said that they're in talks with those players for new deals. In reality, I was struggling to think about, could you throw in a man or Solomon? You know, so I don't hate the move. One thing I do have a gripe about, and what I want to talk about now, is my gripe about this situation is we've been fed information by a lot of people saying Spurs have got deals lined up. They're just waiting on selling clubs. Well, this goes against that completely, unless we've got 3 deals still lined up and Solanke's going to be a 4th, which I highly doubt. And the other key thing to this is, because I guarantee someone's going to comment before they get to this point, because we are now 5.5 minutes in, is Ange said we're looking to add to the striker position because that's where we are thinnest. So this, by the sounds of things, looks like it's going to be Solanke added with Richarlison staying. Now, if Richarlison's sold and Solanke's added in, then I for sure want additions elsewhere in the team. I don't want to go one in, one out because I don't see the benefit of that enough. But we'll see on that one. Now, let's talk about Jamie Donley, because supposedly, I think a lot of you probably reckon he's one of my favourite players at the moment. But Tom Barkley's saying that there's plenty of loan interest in Jamie Donley. He's told that most of the Championship, which is quite impressive, and League One want to get him on loan, with Birmingham, whose boss is Chris Davies, obviously worked with Ange as Ange's number 2 last season, is very keen. Spurs are yet to decide what they want to do with Donley. And I think let's not rush that decision. I'm very much happy with how Jamie's done, and I would like to see, the next 2 games of the Bayern Munich games to really decide on what we have there with Jamie Donley. I don't want to sort of just throw him out on loan for the sake of it when I think maybe he could add to us, His versatility now is a situation where he could play left back, but he also plays centre mid. He can play a little bit further forwards. He gives you a lot of versatility in the squad. So let's just see for the next 2 games what we've got there. And if Ange goes, I don't think I'm going to use him enough this season for it to be warranted keeping him, then fine. Look to move him on to the best club possible. Yes, Birmingham obviously will be a really solid club in League One who you're going to hope are going to play good football with, obviously such a good team, which they should come straight back up with. But if there's a good team in the Championship, then I'd rather Jamie just go there, who, a team that's going to play good football, who are going to be competitive. They're not going to be going for relegation. They're going to be fighting, towards the playoffs or even above. I'd rather him go there. Championship's a better league. You're going to get more development in that. There's a situation where, hell, one of those teams that he goes to maybe goes a bit deeper into a cup competition than a League One side would. You never know on that, but we shall see. But anyway, guys, then the video. I hope you did enjoy it. Drop a like on the video if you did. Hit me in the comment section down below your thoughts and feelings about this Solanke news. Do you want him? Do you not want him? Why don't you want him? Why do you want him? And do you think he's being added to Richarlison, or Richarlison will be sold? Let me know your thoughts and feelings about all that. Obviously, your thoughts and feelings about Jamie Donley as well. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, then the video. I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.